Good morning. Welcome to your latest update from the Met Office. The final weekend of the year will be dominated by low pressure, and that means further spells of wet and windy weather. This one is spreading in from the Atlantic. The isobars pretty close together. The winds already picking up some heavy rain across parts of Northern Ireland. These weather fronts pushing their way slowly northwards across Scotland. This cold front bringing more rain to Wales later. So we have a number of Met Office warnings in place. Rain for Northern Ireland, because it's been so wet, could cause some flooding. For Scotland, it's a combination of both rain and snow. Most of the snow over the hills, well, we could see 10 centimetres in some places, but even at low levels, there could be some snow for a time before it turns back to rain later on. It's rain a big issue across Wales. That front moves in later on. Again, because it's been so wet, the ground is saturated. Extra rain falling here may cause some flooding. And we have an additional problem across parts of Wales and southern England with the gusty winds, likely to reach 50 miles an hour quite widely and potentially 70, maybe even 75 miles an hour in exposed locations. And those kind of winds could also cause some disruption. So plenty going on with the weather through Saturday. Here's the low pressure system sitting out to the west, the rain moving in across Northern Ireland. Some snow mixed in here for a time, but spreading its way into parts of Scotland, where we will see some snow on the southern uplands through the morning. Through the central belts, well, there might be a little bit of snow for a time, but it's mostly going to be rain here. And then pushing further north again, snow and rain likely to be the hazards across much of Scotland through the afternoon. There's that rain setting in across Wales. Again, some heavy bursts here. Notice a good part of central and eastern England will be dry for most of the day, but it will still be blustery, particularly along the south coast. That wind will make it feel cooler than these numbers would suggest as well. Many places getting into double figures across England and Wales, but the colder air in places across Scotland, hence while we still have some snow falling here. Even into the late afternoon and evening, still some snow falling on the higher routes before that slowly pulls away to the north. The rain crossing through England, bringing a spell of a couple of hours of pretty intense rain, and the wind's likely to gust as that band of rain moves through. Then we'll see some clearer spells for a time, but you can see where the low pressure is now, with the winds swirling around, sitting over Northern Ireland, spreading further showers therefore into southwest Scotland, Wales and southwest England, staying pretty gusty and blustery here as well. With enough of a breeze, enough of a wind rather, that's going to help to keep the temperatures above freezing. Some pockets of frost possible in northern Scotland, but most towns and cities start New Year's Eve at about 5 to 7 Celsius. On to the details then for the final day of the year, and for a good part of eastern England, a largely fine start with some sunshine. Very windy over the Northern Isles and very blustery still too for Wales and southwest England. Gusty winds throwing the showers in here, and those showers will just become more widespread through the day. So I'd say the final day of the year is looking like a showery affair, some heavy showers, but tending to move through on the brisk wind, so some sunny spells never too far away. It is windy in the far north, but actually for much of Scotland, the wind's quite a lot lighter than they have been as we go through New Year's Eve. Temperature-wise, 6 to maybe 10 Celsius in the south, so coming down a little bit compared to today, a little bit cooler. Staying showery through New Year's Eve if you are out, and then for New Year's Day, well, it's a messy picture with zones of the country having different weather. For parts of Wales, the Midlands, East Anglia, it may well be fine and dry with sunny spells. A zone of cloudy weather over parts of northern England and southern Scotland with some showers, more showers across the far northeast as well, where it also stays windy, although not as windy. And then in the south, potential for thicker cloud and some outbreaks of rain to come in here through the day. So as I said, it's a bit of a mishmash for the first day of the new year, with temperatures close to the January average, 5 to 8 degrees Celsius, maybe a little milder in the south, but it won't feel all that mild with the wind and the rain. Plenty going on then, as is often the case. Do keep up to date with the weather warnings through our app and our website, and fancy something new for the new year, why not subscribe to our YouTube channel.